Hey guys, Thunder E here, and we're talking about best smartwatches in 2019. And I think I've got a selection of smartwatches I think will fit you quite well. So let's jump in and take a look. So my very first smartwatch is the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active 2. Now the Watch Active 2 is so much more improved, great battery life, about 3.5 days in terms of functionality, which of course includes working out with a heart rate monitor and also having always on display. I like using this watch to work out. It's a great watch. The activities for working out is pretty easy to navigate to. The lack of a actual mechanical dial is not missed here because the digital dial works really well. I do like what it does. And I have to say though, Samsung Pay built in, this is a solid smartwatch and probably one of the best in the Android ecosystem. Now, a second watch here is the Puma smartwatch. This is one that is purely fitness focused. Now, it is running Wear OS and is using, of course, a Snapdragon Wear processor from Qualcomm. And this thing is focused on fitness, super light. It does have a 24-hour battery life. Now, I will pass this over to Board Femme because she spent more time with this watch than I have, and she'll give you her thoughts.
Hey everybody, it's Board Femme, and what do I think about the Puma smartwatch? Well, as you can see, I got it in the fizzy yellow, which I love. It's a nice, very sporty color combination. I need a little kickstart and kick in the pants, but it was a nice change for my rose gold. So thumbs up on the color combinations. The weight of it is really a differentiating factor because it's very lightweight. So that is probably one of the biggest points, and I did fall asleep with it on last night. Let's see, well, it's a sports watch, right? Well, you don't have everything in the world thrown into it. It's not supposed to be your entire organizer, so they did change up what you are going to put, what is already loaded onto it as far as capability. So it's sports themed. So you've got Pure Track for Puma Track for your activities. You have Wear OS and Google Fit. So I'm really actually taking a good hard look at my heart points. So it's been very helpful, and that's really the first time I've dove into Wear OS by Google. And it's a great price. It's $275, and it's supposed to be ready and available on November 14th. So I think for the holidays it's going to be a great gift idea. So definitely check it out. Thumbs up from Board Femme. Bye.
Now, there are a few other smartwatches that I haven't tried, but I do have friends who have. I'm talking about my buddy JV Tech T, of course Jaime from Pocket Now, and Issa to give you their thoughts on a couple of those smartwatches I think you guys should take a look at.
The TicWatch Pro 4G LTE edition in this case does have a lot of features that make it a compelling smartwatch, but to be honest, the main reason why I would recommend this watch is because of its battery life. The reason why it has good battery life is because there's a second screen on there. It looks a little bit like an old school Casio watch. It's a layer on top of the actual Wear OS full touchscreen that you can use whenever you need it. Now, let me give you a tip. Use the secondary screen as much as possible. Don't even have the watch come up and wake up when you bring your wrist up or anything like that. If you want to get the best battery life out of it, use the secondary screen as much as possible and only use Wear OS whenever you need to. On top of all of that, you do get IP68 resistance for dust and water resistance. You also get the 4G LTE capabilities, which allow it to be kind of like a smartphone on your wrist. So if you do want to leave your smartphone at home, you can just take calls using the watch. Also, you can connect Bluetooth earphones to it, so if you want to do those calls or to listen to some media via the watch, you could do that as well. On top of all of that, it's just a really sleek watch, considering everything that it's able to do.
So the Fitbit Versa 2, aside from the fact that it looks still very cute with yummy colors like pink, it still has really nice strap options, plus a Bitmoji watch face. This new Versa is actually the most improved from all the Fitbit smartwatches. It has now an AMOLED display, it has sleep tracking, it has voice integration. What more can you look for in a sub $200 smartwatch?
So what is my favorite smartwatch? I'd have to say that I've literally tried everything. Like, no joke, I have absolutely every single watch that's launched this year. And for me, it's Apple Watch Series 5. It doesn't have the battery life of Series 3, but it has the functionality of Series 4. Sure, you have an always-on display, which sadly only means less battery life. It, I feel, doesn't end the day as Series 4 or 3 did, but still the added functionality is just hard to find. It takes fitness seriously, which I feel that most watches don't necessarily get it right. And by the way, my previous fitness watch was a Garmin Fenix 5, so it's not like if I haven't tried the best of the best. And yet the Apple Watch is that watch where if I want to go start a run, I don't even have to wait for the GPS to lock or anything. It just automatically does it somehow. It always gets it right. If I'm spinning, for example, I don't have to worry about my calorie count not working. It'll probably take it 30 seconds. Then it locks on and continues. And it's just the whole functionality of the watch phases. For example, the fact that the Meridian watch phase and others will give you so much information in just one watch phase. And even if you do have the option to be able to do that on Wear OS, the problem is that these modular smart watch phases are not necessarily as customizable as what you get from the complications on Apple Watch, period. I highly do recommend it.
And finally, this last watch is not a traditional smartwatch. This is a hybrid smartwatch from Chronobee. Now, this watch, I've actually been using it since last year. Why I have this on the list is because number one, it has a 2-year battery life. I've been using it for a year plus now, and I haven't needed to change the battery, and it does have some smart functionality as well, being a hybrid smartwatch. Of course, you got that traditional watch look, really nice, super slick, but it also has some really cool functionality. You do have the ability to use the different dial knobs to have different functionality, like activate your camera, the second one to play and pause music or switch tracks if you want to. You also have the ability to, of course, do different things like find the location of, say, your phone or your car using your smartwatch. So those are things that you can actually do with a hybrid smartwatch, giving you 2 years battery life and of course some really slick and smooth designs. So hopefully all these watches are something that you guys can look and pick from this holiday season and say, hey, look, this is a smartwatch for me. Be it, of course, the Puma watch for fitness, the Galaxy Active Watch 2, the Apple Watch, the Fitbit, or even a hybrid smartwatch to keep you nice, slick, and looking nice. I think there's something for everyone. Now I want to thank my friends, JV Tech T, Issa, as well as, of course, Jaime from Pocket Now, and of course, not forgetting Board Fam. Go ahead and check out all their channels. I'll have the links for you guys down below. Thank them for just joining me and helping me with this video. If you have any questions or any comments, let me know. If you want to find out more about any of the smartwatches, I have links for you guys down below. Thank you, and always enjoy your entertainment.